Hello, everyone, and welcome to the CDO Magazine series of one-on-one interviews with CDOs, data leaders, and key influencers. Today, I'd like to introduce Randy Bean, CEO and founder of New Vantage Partners. Welcome, Randy.
Hi, Robert. Nice to be with you this morning.
Pleasure to have you with us. If I may, I'd like to get started with a couple of background questions for our audience to get a little bit more familiar with you and your organization. If I can you tell us a little bit about New Vantage Partners?
Thank you. New Vantage Partners was founded 2001. We're a management consulting firm and strategic trusted advisors to leading Fortune 1000 companies, exclusively in data and analytics. And we focus on four things: helping organizations become data-driven, helping them leverage data as an enterprise asset, helping organizations build a culture, and helping organizations learn to innovate with data.
Randy, those are key important aspects of what communities are looking for. A little bit more sort of personal, how did you get started in data management, data analytics?
Yeah, the way I described it was, it was a generation ago. I went to work for a leading bank, Bank of Boston, which is now part of Bank of America. And I started actually in those days as a COBOL and assembler programmer, but I wasn't so much interested in the programming of the applications. I was interested in the data. And I saw all this data that was being captured, and I said, what do you do with this data? And they said, we put it in a safe and we lock it away for 7 years in case we ever need it. And that just didn't seem like the smart thing to do. There was a lot of opportunities to gain insights, to see patterns, to recognize where there are opportunities in the market and relationships between customers. So ever since that point in time, I became an advocate for data. Spent 8 years in banking, and then went to work for a company called Hard Hanks, who was an innovator in what at the time was known database marketing, and then became CRM. And so it was helping companies understand the totality of their customer relationships across all their products and services. So very much a data-driven exercise.
There's no doubt there's been an explosion in data, and the need for data management, data analytics, machine learning has kind of led to the development of the new role of the Chief Data Officer. If I can go into some of the questions that we put together for our audience. People are seeing that having a CDO can be a benefit to the organization. To avoid wasting time, or worse, hiring the wrong person for the job, it's best that the organization takes some time to outline their particular needs around data. From your point of view, what are you seeing and hearing about those needs of data, both internal and external?
Yeah, let me point out a few things. First of all, in our consulting business, the first enterprise chief data officer for a major bank, in this case Citigroup, came out of our firm. So we were there from the inception of the role. In this particular case, it was Citigroup in 2009. So we've very much been involved in helping organizations define the chief data officer function and the chief data officer role, and actually fill that role for several leading organizations on an interim basis. The other thing that we do, I'm going to try to hold this up, is each year we conduct an executive survey of chief data officers, which is published. And you can see that online and a number of other locations. But we ask a series of questions along the lines of, has your organization appointed a chief data officer? In 2012, it was 12%. In 2020, it was nearly 60%. We ask questions around what was the primary focus of the CDO? Was it offense or defense? For the first time, organizations are beginning to report a greater number of CDOs focusing on offensive activities. We also ask questions about what should be the primary responsibility, who should have primary responsibility for data within an organization, and what is the successful profile of a chief data officer. And I can get into some of those findings, but I'll pause for additional questions.